good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I was watching some NFL games on Sunday, October 5th, and I saw several plays that caught my eye, so I thought I'd share them with you. Apologies to CBS and Fox for using their footage without permission. Without further ado, here's some football plays. Dave Clawson, this is for you. Some instant analysis from the poll. Alright, the Ravens have the ball at the 12-yard line, 3rd and 8 against the Tennessee Titans, arguably the best run defense in the NFL. If you'll notice, they have Todd Heap lined up at left tackle and 3 offensive linemen to the right of the center. Let's see what they decide to do on 3rd and 8.
Absolutely.
A run? Oh my goodness. What a novel idea. Let's see how they managed to do that. They had 3 offensive linemen to the right side of the center, and the left guard, the only lineman to the left, pulled around and led the play for Willis McGahee. They gained 15 yards. Check it out from another angle. Why not do this against Georgia in Athens? We did it against UAB. Well, we used that formation at least. Why not use it again? Uncle Dave, here is another idea for a play. I think this play would best be run with Lennon Creer. Designed cutback. Lennon Creer gained about 6 or 7 yards, even against a Georgia caliber defense. Alright, this play just shows that short yardage does not always have to mean up the middle. I didn't like the pre-snap camera angle, but there's a fullback to the left of Portis. He cleaned up stuff along the end. James Thrash came in and provided a seal block, and the left tackle pulled out wide to lead the play.
That's a nice job coming off that goal line and getting a first down.
I agree, Troy. Alright, the Titans are lined up in a conventional I formation, and they are about to run what is one of my favorite plays. I think the University of Tennessee offense should probably use this play a lot more often. I think this is where their proverbial bread could really be buttered. Alright. Got the fullback leading, the right guard coming around to lead the play, but it wasn't successful. Why wasn't it successful in this case? Because the fullback tried to cut block the defensive end and completely failed, rendering the pulling guard useless. Had the block been successful, Chris Johnson could have used his speed and gotten at least 6 or 7 yards, maybe even a touchdown. Earlier, I looked at a design cutback play by the Washington Redskins run with Clinton Portis. Here, a similar play is going to be run with Willis McGahee. The receiver comes in motion from the left to the right. Initially the play looks like it's going to the left, but then it's cut back to the right. Now for this play to be successful, sealing the edge is obviously key. I think that Creer and Foster would probably be a little better than Hardesty for this play, but Hardesty could also successfully run it.
Right here on the end of the line, and anytime you're running off the edge, you got to have a tight end who can seal that corner. And the job that he does, sealing it there. And then you've got Sellers who kicks out, and that's what creates the big lanes. But it goes back to what I said about Chris Cooley a little bit earlier. You know, he really is a blue-collar tight end. You know, you don't hear.
Alright, here's another thing, not related to the run game, that we need to do a better job of, based on what I've seen so far this year.
About Joe Flacco having some presence and poise. Javon Kearse makes an excellent play. He's going to come into the face of the quarterback, but watch how Flacco will hold the ball. This ball would be tipped up. See, pump fakes him and then makes the throw. He gets Javon Kearse out of position and creates a window to complete that pass. That's called poise and presence and a lot of patience for a young quarterback.
This play, here's another example of what Joe Flacco showed earlier in the game that the announcers talked about. You got to get those defensive linemen in the air, then throw the ball. Then they have no chance of batting it down. This Flacco dude is pretty good for a rookie. Just check out this throw.
The ball game, so he's rewarding that confidence. Okay, he's shaking up on the play. Flacco's throw.
Didn't quite have his feet set. He's got a pretty good arm, I would say. Luckily, Nick Stevens' arm is the strongest on the team, supposedly. So we'll see how that translates. One more example with Flacco. This play shows that sometimes you can try just a little bit too hard to make a play. He's got a strong arm, but sometimes you have to cut your losses and just throw the ball out of bounds. That virtually ended the ball game. In that situation, he probably should have done what Crompton did about 6 times against Auburn and thrown the ball to the cheerleaders over on the sideline.
And the rookie turns it over in the waning moments. Tennessee Titans came in.
Titans
in the NFL in
for the
sacks, leading the league in interceptions. Pressure leads to picks. They get the pressure on
another angle here. Rolling out.
And he just throws this off the wrong foot. It was as if
Don't know if he saw that defender. I think he probably didn't, as the announcer's saying. And game over. 4th and 1 with 2 minutes and something left in the 4th quarter. The Redskins are trying to seal the game. I like the formation. Normally, I would like the draw call out of that formation. But with the defensive look being shown by the Eagles, I'd have some second thoughts. But Jason Campbell with the pump fake sells it, makes it work. Made Omar Gaither hold up just enough to give the offensive line and Clinton Portis time to push forward for the first down. This play kind of was pretty interesting to me. I like the dual fullback look on 3rd and 1. Looks like they're going to run the ball up the middle, try to gain the first down. But let's see what actually happens.
Thrown ball. I thought there was a sprained shoulder issue with Aaron Rodgers. Take a look at this on his play action. Skinny post route run back.
Not advocating throwing into double coverage, but just because it's 3rd and short doesn't mean you have to just try for the little first down. Just for the Fire Fulmer crowd, here's everyone's #1 choice for head coach. It's probably not feasible at all, but here you go. Note the politeness.
At the end of the game, all of a sudden
he'd fit in perfectly.
No, you try to do too much. No, you really
watch right here.
He could have slid easily. I think you had.
He's got something to say, but he's not going to butt in.
You or I would ever dove like that. I would have never slid. No, I would not diving like that. Forget it. Play defense.
But you know what? Take the ball out of his hands. Hand the football off. Give it to the guys who are used to carrying the football. And that's the thing I would say right there. The guys that are used to carrying the ball in that type of the game, when you have a lead, when you've worked that hard to get there, put it on Monthan's Green. Steve Slayton, let those guys.
Speak it, Bill.
I mean, let them carry the football.
That is the most.
Sergeant Slaughter.